Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim. We're back again carrying on with this epic, I think you could call it, adventure. Where many weeks ago, that's a lot of manys, we started up here in Scotland and did a stupid thing and made our way all the way down to Penzance and thought, that would be it. We've got to Penzance, we're done. But no, we're going back to Scotland, but we're going a different way, hopefully. So last time we went from Penzance to Plymouth. This time we're going from Plymouth to Taunton. And we're then going to go across towards London, not via the normal route of Bristol, Swindon, Reading. We're going to go Taunton, Westbury, across to Reading. Then the plan is to go from Reading into London, possibly around London, and try and get ourselves up to Birmingham, because we didn't come in that way. And then see if we can get from Birmingham up towards the West Coast Main Line, up towards Glasgow, Edinburgh, and see if we can get back up towards Fort William, where we've got some stuff to do in Scotland. So plenty of stuff to go. This route, though, as we can see, is in the Voyager, and it's an early service, 5:15 in the morning, stormy. Drive the 0520 service from Plymouth to Taunton. The weather is awful today, so be careful. So yes, hello to Trent, to Finn, to Larwood, to Kidrat, to NT, to I think I saw Jaffa's name up there, to Wolfilla. Thanks for the host, Forza, and Undertaker. Good evening. So yes, haven't done Train Sim for a little while now, a few weeks. And hi Rob, it has been a little while, so let's jump straight in. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, this carries on from the last video where we got to Plymouth. Hopefully we'll have something a bit more interesting by the time we leave Taunton. I haven't yet purchased the bits I need to get from Taunton, so that'll be next time. And hi Stewie. So yes, good to be back streaming after a break away from it. Good to be back in Train Sim. And yes, hopefully streaming schedule back to some sort of normality. Hi Dylan. Good morning, driver. The weather is utterly awful, that's a word, today, and the rails are incredibly slippery. Take care using full line speed so as not to slide straight through the stations. I can't stop at the stations at the best of time. What hope do they think I'm going to have of being able to stop? Oh, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? So, right, so we should be ready to go. So we're in a Voyager. We'll put the correct lights on. I think that's right. So our route then starts off here in Plymouth, goes to Totnes, Newton Abbot, Exeter, Tiverton, and finally Taunton. So it's going to be interesting that it's wet. It's going to be interesting that it's hopefully going to get light along the way. If I can find the... have we got a cab light? Cab lighting. Auxiliary, main cab lighting. Auxiliary cab lighting? Oh, perhaps we haven't got a cab light then. Okay, we'll just sit in the dark. We've got a wiper. Hi, Len. Oh, that's not annoying at all. How long will this be? Well, we're departing at Plymouth at 5:15. Departing at 5:20. Due into Taunton, I think it was just under 2 hours. 110 minutes. So we'll wait for our victims to board. So we came into Plymouth, I think it was in a HST from memory. So departing in a Voyager. Hopefully when we go from Taunton, it'll be something small. So yes, I was going to stream this afternoon, being honest, but ended up being sort of glued to the sofa, and I couldn't get off it, so didn't. Basically, I sat and I couldn't get up. Right, so we got 3 minutes until we depart. Good luck at stopping. Yeah, it did warn me of that at the beginning, so I can't stop these things anyway. You missed the stream. So did I, Trent. So did I. How are we doing? Been better, but okay. Sat and you couldn't get up, sound. No, I just sat on the sofa, started finishing off watching a TV series, and it just started playing the next episode and the next episode and then the next episode, and before I knew it, I sort of binged. You love the cross-country livery. It does look quite nice. Hopefully it stops raining so we can turn the wipers off. I don't know why we've got dual wiper action going on. No, I like the fact with Netflix. Well, this was on Amazon Prime. I was watching this. A Kid Rat, not bad. Can I give you a wave as you come into Taunton? I'll try and remember. Start breaking a mile from the station. I'll normally do that anyway. Oh, we got... That could actually be me over there, because my sunglasses are pretty much the same as that. So I'm sat in the back. Or it could be Elton John. We get confused really easily. You're binge watching House. Oh, I love House. That was such a good show. I finished binge watching Alex Rider this afternoon. I thought I'll watch one episode. I had 6 to go. I thought I'll watch one episode, then I'll go and do a stream, and then ended up watching all 6. So, that doesn't affect you watching this on YouTube, by the way, but it does affect those people wanting to watch a stream today. Alright, come on, passengers. Get on my train. We got places to go, people to see. "24 episodes of series." Yeah, I've seen every single one of House. You were sat here at 12 o'clock waiting. Right. Let's get going then. God, wheel slip on notch 3. Okay. Oh, wheel slip on notch. Okay, we'll stick with notch 1 then. That's quite a lot of damage, as damage goes. Right, it's going to be a slow acceleration then. No, never got into Lost. Watched the first episode, and it completely confused me. Right, can we give it some more? No, no, okay, no, notch 1 it is then. We'll stay with that. Antoine, good evening. Who knows how to turn the interior lights on this? Because the buttons aren't. Oh, we go. No, it's on. So a slow departure from Plymouth because of the rain. Class 43. We're not in a class 43. Major disappointment, I know. This could be a slidey one. Yeah, I think it probably will be. Luke, thank you much for the host. Are you back streaming normally from next week? Yes. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon is Flight. Monday night will be OMSI. Tuesday night will be Wreckfest. Not sure about Wednesday night. Thursday night will be Flight. Friday night will be Trucking. Saturday will be something. What route is this? This is Western Mainlines, Plymouth to Taunton. And Class 43 Lover, thank you very much for the follow. So we're not going to go above notch 1 then for acceleration. You're having black screen issues. Stream's fine. Or appears to be. Don't know how people get that on some streams. It's really odd. How's my pet? Noisy. Oh, break. This is the AP pack. This is just trains. I don't think I've got the things I need to do the express map, but I'll have a look. Alright, so 60 coming up down here, and then an 80. It did say the weather was treacherous. They weren't wrong. But this does get us to Taunton, so it's the only route I could find that would get me. There's some that went through Taunton or stopped at it, but this is the only one I think that would actually get me to stop to, well, to terminate at Taunton. God, wheel slip when I'm braking, Jesus. I'll go safe with Bodenham. Well, yeah, that doesn't always end well though, does it? I'll have a look. Right, so 60 down here. I hope it stops raining. Can't listen to those wipers for 2 hours. I don't know why it's got twin wipers. Obviously, it's deemed to be more efficient. I don't know who makes this. Where is it actually made? Right, so back up to an 80 shortly. Oh, we're in Dylan's point of view. Well, only a short train as well. You can change the quality options on the stream. It's only giving me auto. I can't do it while I'm streaming, and I don't touch them anyway, so you should be able to downgrade. Hi, the Kentish train guy. Doing okay, thank you. It's Bombardier who makes it. Okay. Right, so uphill. So I've got to try and give it some more power without getting wheel slip. This is certainly going to be interesting as far as... Oh, that noise. God, that sounds good. Yeah, NT, I don't change anything. I don't change anything in OBS between streams. It's on exactly the same settings, no matter what game I'm streaming. I got one preset in OBS for Twitch, and that's it. It just captures whatever's on my screen. So I don't know why some people get black screen all the time, or sometimes. Obviously, it's nothing to do with the game I'm playing. I don't change any settings. It's just really odd. Do you have the Just Trains S stock? I've got one of them. Right, you've got a 60 at the top of the hill. So yes, we are going to take a different route to Scotland. If anybody's just joined, when we get to Totnes, I'll show you the route again. It's Twitch. It doesn't always give you transcoding. Ah, okay. So if they're busy, they don't give me options basically because I'm pond scum as far as Twitch is concerned. Twitch doesn't love me. Yeah, as Lara just said, it's not me, it's Twitch. Obviously, when I was streaming before and not a lot of people were streaming, it would give me more options, but now it doesn't, and now I'm speeding. Unloved. Yeah, story of my life. Story of my life. God, that wasn't the bloody... God, who sang that? That's going to bug me now. Anyway. I hope it does get a bit brighter out there. My face is plenty out there. You've asked this so many times. I got no plans on adding me into somewhere on the stream. One Direction. You didn't know it? I googled it. Yeah, of course you did, Jaffa. You've probably got the best of on your playlist. Where else will I drive? Today, probably nothing, because I haven't got the route to get me from Taunton. As much as I could probably do with doing something else. Because this is going to take 2 hours. No, I said I have to. The only thing stopping me becoming Twitch partner is having 75 viewers average on a stream, and that's never going to happen. So I'm not bothered by that. It is fine. Am I streaming tomorrow? Flight. Okay, that's a view. Okay, that's definitely a view. What are the benefits of being partner? I think I get more of the ad revenue. I get more of the subscription revenue. I think I get more priority if it comes to bandwidth. More emojis. But it's fine. I'm not here for the fame and the fortune, which is probably a good thing. Would you ever start doing farm sim? Done farm sim pretty much every year for the last 3 years. Do I put my streams on YouTube? Not all of them. This will be on YouTube. But the route from where we did Dundee down to Penzance, that will all be on YouTube. And this will then carry on. So basically the premise of my plan now is wherever we get to today, so we're going to finish at Taunton, that is where I'll start the next stream / journey from. So it's almost now like we're a roaming train driver. So when we got to Penzance, I had to leave Penzance. So we did Penzance to Plymouth, now doing Plymouth to Taunton. Taunton, then we'll go across towards sort of Castle Carey, sort of Westbury, end up at Reading. Then we'll do Reading to London. London's going to be the fun one because we've got to get around London, which might involve some underground driving. And then go from London to Birmingham. That's where it becomes tricky, I think, is getting out of Birmingham without going back to the East Coast Main Line. Yeah, basically I'm doing a firm bus. Yeah, so I carry on from where I got to last time. I just thought it added something, rather than me just leap around the country or leap around the world, I just think it adds a bit of a continuation. So hopefully it won't all be the same trains. You know, I'm not sure what they'll be from Taunton. I actually haven't even bought the line yet. But I want to get back to Scotland because I've got some of the DLCs for Scotland that I haven't used yet. Well, in order to do that, I've got to get there. So it could be a while. For those of you watching on YouTube, I think it'll be Christmas by the time we get back to Scotland, because this is going out in the middle of September. Alright, so coming up on Ivy Bridge. So you know the next train sim stream will be. So I was going to do this afternoon and do something else tonight, but as I said, you've ended up doing this tonight. Yeah, that's when this is going on YouTube, the middle of September. Go from Paddington to Acton, swap to the North London line up to Willesden Junction, then up the West Coast. It's getting over there, that's the problem. I know we can get as far as Birmingham, because I've done like London to Birmingham, but on the way down, let me show you, if you weren't here at the beginning, let me just bring my speed back down. On the way down, we started at Dundee, so we did Dundee, Edinburgh, Edinburgh to York, York to Leeds, or York to Wakefield. There isn't anything in Train Sim that got us from Wakefield to Sheffield, so technically we took a bus. So then we did Sheffield to Derby, Derby to Birmingham, Birmingham to Bristol, Bristol to Exeter, Exeter to Plymouth, Plymouth to Penzance. So I'm coming back up. Oh crap, hang on, get the map out the way so I can highlight the screen. There we go. So I'm coming back up to Taunton, and then I can get across through Westbury to Reading. Just Branko, thank you very much. 3 months, that's awesome. And we know we can get into London, but I don't want to really end up back at York. So I know I can get from London to York because we've done that, but I really want to get over here, but we can't. There's gaps, so I've got to try and work out what the best way is of getting from Birmingham, if we end up back in Birmingham, up the West Coast. So it's a case of what bits are available in Train Sim. So that's going to be the interesting bit. Are you going to start putting Train Sim on YouTube twice a week? No, there isn't room. That's the problem. There isn't room in the schedule. The schedule's returning to normal from July, which you're watching this on YouTube, you already know. So the schedule from the 1st of July will be OMSI on a Monday, trains on a Wednesday, Firm Bus on a Friday, every other Saturday flights, the opposite Saturday tourist bus. So, which is why this is going out in September, because there's enough content done. Brooklyn, thank you very much for the host. Isn't the full West Coast on Alan Thompson? I don't think so. I know there's a bit. I don't think we can get between Birmingham and Manchester, so that might be the sticky wicket. So I've got to work it out. So I want to do it without cheating. So tired from driving a Class 800 IRL. Oh, blimey. I've had a busy day. And yet you come home from work and watch Train Sim streams. I suppose once it's in your blood. It only seems really short for a train. These are getting lighter. So 8 miles to Totnes. I'm tired, I've barely done anything. Yeah, well, I've just been sat on the sofa most of the day. I left the house this morning, so I had to go and get milk, 'cause milk was off. When I got milk and bread, came back and did a bit of housework and then sat on the sofa. He's up at 6:45 today. He felt like a vampire. Yeah, I was awake at just about 6. It's lovely. I like wake. That's the best time of the day. So you actually get up. I guess you've been at work then, Jaffa. We're not going to Penzance. We've left Penzance. No, we're not even going that way. We're going to Taunton. I did it early. Oh dear. What he should have done now. I'd rather start early and finish early. I used to hate that when I worked in retail though. If I was on a late and had to cash up, I wouldn't get out till like 9 o'clock and then was back in for 9 o'clock. It was like, ugh. He'd say, or somewhere. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, the conductor doesn't remember the routes. It's like the fact that the stream title says where we're going from and to. Yeah, it's a shame, Jaffa. We'll miss you on the Sunday flights. The way things are going, less and less people are joining them anyway. And these trains all have screens with the route info anyway. Well, this is true. So basically you're saying you've made Liam redundant. So we've replaced Liam with a screen, is what we're saying. You've not seen my 8-hour journey then? Next week's YouTube video is the 6 hours from Penzance to London. There's an 8-hour out there on YouTube, Paddington to Penzance in a Pacer. The bit we did before, coming from Dundee down to Penzance, was technically a recreation of the longest journey in the UK by train, but we couldn't do it all in one go. When we can, I will. All like 15, 16 hours, whatever it is of it. Right, Totnes in 4 miles. So yeah, it started off, first one we did was London to Edinburgh. That was 5 hours. That was in the Voyager. Then it was, yeah, then we did Paddington to Penzance in the Pacer. We've done Penzance to Paddington in a Class 50, I think it was. That's coming up next week on YouTube, I think. And then obviously the route down from Dundee to Penzance was about 16 hours, I think, over several videos. Oh, brake. My favourite train. Well, it was the Pacer, but I've got to say, like a lot of people, after spending a lot of time in the HST on that journey down from Dundee, but also I quite like the 166. That's quite nice. This is the hill we struggled up in the steam train, wasn't it? I think. Can't wait for comments on that when that goes out on YouTube. Right, 3 miles to go to our first stop at Totnes. Ay caramba. Wow, Undertaker. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Blimey. You guys are awesome. Oh, that's a thing. So, yeah, welcome to the club. Scroll back up now to find who they are. Blimey. Hang on, I've got a lot of scrolling. Little Magnets, Art, Kerbo, Forza Horizon Driver, the Kentish Train Guy, Jimmy, Ethan Afro, Horsepower, and Niet. And Taken. Blimey. Thank you very, very much. I've got wheel slip. There's too much braking going on. Blimey. Right, so this could be interesting coming down into Taunton. If we're getting wheel slip. Let's see if we can bring it in slowly. No. Okay. Okay, braking isn't going to be a thing. Can you? I don't know what it'll be from Taunton, which obviously won't be today. Yeah, braking isn't going to be a thing here. Blimey. That's just wheel slip all the way down. I've only lost 10 miles an hour in a mile. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're going to be stopping at Taunton. It was it said start braking a mile out. I think I need to start braking 3 miles out. No way I'm going to be at 25. Come on. Putting more brakes on is making no difference at all. The plane? There isn't a sander. That's load and unload. Right, we're going to be sliding on through the station here. Wow. So I should have started braking about 3 miles out then. That's just mad. Come on, come on, come on. Right, reversing. Well, it did say brake early. It did seem a bit exaggerated. You shouldn't have to start braking 2 miles away. It's probably not going to count anyway because it's already saying that I should be at Newton Abbot next. Well, from the passenger's point of view. So I should start braking now for Newton Abbot. If I'd just braked, I slid through it. I started braking 2 miles away. Yeah, I did hit the platform at 30 and just slid all the way through. Right, it's probably not going to let me close the doors now, is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, come on. Right, now you should be able to go. Oh, wheel slip. Okay, Newton Abbot. Well, no, in dry conditions, yeah, hitting the platform at 30 would be fine. But you saw how long it took me to slow down from what I was doing. 60 to 0 in 2 miles. I lost 10 miles an hour in the first mile because I was just getting wheel slip. It was just metal against metal. So yeah, if you just joined, this is what we're doing. We started off down here in Plymouth and we're making our way up to Taunton with the aim in the next stream / video to go this way. I've never taken before. Castle Kerry, Westbury, across to Reading, and then into London, and then back out of London towards the Midlands over the coming weeks. Mostly because of the hill. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens at the next one. Niet. Hola. No, can't go notch 2. We get wheel slip. We'll stay with notch 1. I like notch 1. Notch 1's a good notch. What route am I doing? Plymouth to Taunton. Currently on our way to Newton Abbot, 8 miles away. So braking certainly be something I'll be thinking about a bit earlier. You should do the Night Riviera and ECS move from Taunton to Reading. I'll have a look and see what's available. I said I haven't got the route yet. I haven't bought it yet. It's on Just Trains, I think. The one I need. So I'll buy it and look at see what scenarios. If I stream on Wednesday night, then I'll do the next bit on Wednesday. Well, that's going to be the plan. Well, for the next few weeks, and I'll so I'm going to review everything in July. As to so the YouTube channel is going being pared back a bit in July, back to its old schedule. Twitch streams possibly maybe mid-July. May go back to just being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's probably a lot of reskins out there. I do love how this thing sounds. They were definitely right with the weather. I did say the weather was terrible, and it is. Shame it's on night. Well, it's early morning, so it's getting a little bit lighter. Hopefully by the time we get up towards Exeter, it'll be lighter still. It'll be nice by the time we arrive in Taunton. Heathrow Central, nice. Because that's one thing we talked about doing, is combining sims. So we talked a long time ago about if I could get from Swindon, where I live, to a major airport in one go. So being able to get in and out of London to Heathrow would be handy. Did you know the Pacers will be leaving GWR in December as an extension? Yeah, it'll be next year now before I can get up north. I think it's going to be my only option. And getting on a Pacer, I think I'll combine it with a trip to York one weekend next year, maybe even Easter weekend or something. And see if I can do HST Pacer in the same weekend. Pacers will be gone by next year. Exactly, that's why I want to do it next year. Well, not all of them. There will still be some around. I don't really go on trains much. Last time I went on a train 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Or Heritage. Yeah, it depends if anyone's got any running Heritage. I think it won't be the same being on a Heritage because they're normally limited to like 20 miles an hour, aren't they? So you're not really getting the same feel. Even if I can do something later this year, you know, if there's still some running in November or December this year and I've got to travel to go on one. Once we can move around a bit more freely, you should come down south and ride a 465. The thing is, I used to spend a lot of time on trains, but I never knew what they were. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. Because, you know, I want to go on a HST one last time. Then, yeah, Pacer. Oh, wheel slip. Come on. Well, there's a lot of that. See, if Heritage Railways do pick up some of these old things and preserve them, you know, certainly, you know, 142, the 143 has got an extension. Well, even that's something. I don't think there's any 142s left out there, is there? Well, exactly. When I was, you know, 20 years ago when I was on a lot of trains, the old slam door, you just can't beat the sound, and stood in that bit between the carriages as it rocked around, because obviously you couldn't get a seat anywhere. So I used to travel up to Birmingham on a Friday night and come back on a Sunday evening. It was just brilliant. Reaver Trains Wales, we get rid of money this month. Blimey. It's just flipping. There's so many things we're going to do before this flipping pandemic. So many things I couldn't do this year. That's a long way to go, though. Yeah, I want to go on one, but not enough to travel all the way up the flipping country. I have to do a GoFundMe. Get one to contribute to get me on a pacer. And I'll vlog it. Right, 2.7 miles to Newton Abbot. He's trying to get on a 747 for the first time. Well, they're still around. A couple of them, they've been put into retirement. But there's still a few 747s around. Right, I've got wheel slip. I'm still accelerating. That's not good. British Airways retiring theirs. Yeah, they put one went into storage today, didn't it? Over at Cardiff, or yesterday. Yeah, again, I don't think I'm going to stop. Subscriber trip to the north to ride a pacer, yeah. No, I missed a stop. No, actually, I think it might be alright. Well, it does say I missed a stop because I sort of slid past it, but I backed up and let them get off. So that counts as far as I'm concerned. Right, we're going to be fine stopping wise this time. So yes, depending on how the meetup goes, we've got planned in October, which if you're watching this on YouTube, it's not too late. Well, unless you're watching it after October, then it is too late, sorry. Then I want to try and plan a couple for next year. One every quarter, we're thinking. Or you could be watching this in 2021 or 2022. Who knows? Right, thankfully we're not timetabled, so coming in a bit slow. Shame we can't see the sea. You wouldn't see a lot of it from Newton Abbot anyway. I don't know. Yeah, there's a few things we have got penciled in for next year. Convoy in the Park, certainly one of them at Donington. The Flight Sim show will be a definite. I want to go to York, so York will be something. So there's three. That's 3 out of 4 done already. And we're on about doing a day trip to Dublin. He lives in Dublin. No one. We just want to go there. Fly from East Midlands to Dublin, spend a day in Dublin, fly back. Yeah, so just take an early morning flight from East Mids, spend the whole day over there, and evening flight back. We'll do like we did when we went to Northern Ireland the other year. People flew from. I flew from Liverpool. Someone flew from London. Someone flew from East Midlands, and we all landed within an hour of each other. So we just worked out what the flights were. So even if we've got people going from all separate destinations, everyone converge on Dublin. Yeah, I'd love to fly up to Scotland. Right, so you've made it to Newton Abbot. Where we didn't come quite sliding in. We came in gracefully and slowly. Well, slowly. So that's Newton Abbot. We've got Exeter, Tiverton, and then Taunton to go. I don't think it's going to stop raining. Voyagers gracefully. Well, you know, never know. No, not notch 2, notch 1. Slow departure from the station. You just bought the AP Valenta pack. Oh. Although on the way down, when we were in the HST, I was actually getting really used to the other engine, not the Valenta, whatever it was called. That sounded really nice. Which does come with a Valenta pack. Yeah, AP is a dangerous place. Which it can be linked by one of the mods. The MTU, that's the one. Yeah, that sounded... I just had a certain... no, it was the MTU. It had a whole different sound to it. Oh, wheel slip. Okay, perhaps it won't be listed by one of the mods. Anyway, yeah, you can go to ArmstrongPowerhouse.com, I think it is. And there's all sorts of goodness. I need an AP 166. God, I'd be using that a lot. I love the 166. Right, so slow acceleration. Exclamation mark Armstrong, Jaffa. There you go, thank you. There you go, that's a dangerous sight for anybody with train sim. And there's also exclamation mark just trains. Which is also a dangerous sight, as long as it's as well as its counterpart. That's definitely rough out there. It's sort of whether I'd actually be quite glad to be sat on a train. Oh, trust you link the the flight one. Yeah, definitely whether I'd quite like to be sat back here, not in a quiet carriage, obviously. Get someone answer the phone. Why am I getting wheel slip? I'm not doing anything. Spent over 200 quid on AP, Just Train, Dovetail. I hate to count how much I've spent. Okay, why are we slowing down? Has it put the emergency brake on or something? I'm guessing it has. I must have missed the... Wow, it's now going to stop me really, really slowly. I must have missed an AWS. So, at full wheel slip mode. Yeah, I thought I caught it in time because I was sat in the back. So it's now not going to be happy until it brings me to a complete stop. With lots and lots of wheel slip. Come on. Wow, really? I got wheel slip when we stood still. That's clever. Nope, not one. Okay, there we go. Right, start off again now. It's like just putting away in your car in like fourth, isn't it? It's like, we'll get some speed eventually, but it's going to take a while if you don't stall it first. Ah, stupid device, yeah. Well, at least we got an 80 up here. We're never going to be at 80 by the time we get to it, though, but, you know, it's something. So I quite... It annoyed me at first with the 166 in this, at how slowly it accelerates. But then you kind of get used to it. You sort of get in the zone and you're like, yeah, whatever. That's why I love the Pacer. 8-hour journey in the Pacer down to Penzance was flipping awesome. How do you wish we were stopping? Well, the emergency brake just came on and it took a long time for it to bring me to a stop. But no, managed to stop at Newton Abbot okay. DRA is worse. Yeah, I can imagine. It's just constant noise, isn't it? There's just so many different beeps and buzzes and stuff going off. So yeah, if you're watching live, then next stream will be tomorrow afternoon in flight. No idea what and from where and how and with who and how long yet, or what time, so that's handy. But that'll be tomorrow afternoon. Monday night then back with OMSI in the bus company. I've been there for a couple of weeks. And Tuesday night will be Wreckfest. Wednesday night, not sure. Thursday will be flight. Friday will be trucking. And Saturday night will be something, but don't know what yet. So useful, that information, really, is what I'll say. Can I fly to or from Rochester? Don't think I ever have. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I did jets last time from memory, yeah, because I did gazebo again. So I think it's going to be... Time before that we did the Fokker. So I think it might be small props tomorrow. Fancy dragging the little TB10 or TB20 out. But we'll see. I fancy doing the Channel Islands. It might go down the Channel Islands. Go down to sort of Jersey and Guernsey, then across to France, maybe. That's a horrible noise. He did a pacer from Waterloo to Portsmouth. Try doing it from Penzance to Paddington. Or the other way around. Paddington to Penzance. So this is a bit of the line, isn't it, round here somewhere that famously collapsed many years ago. Oh, that's some speeding. He did a pump cart from Paddington to Oxford. Oh, blimey. Yeah, I think that's probably the way we're going to get up to the Midlands, is we'll go up towards Birmingham. So I know we can get to London, that's fine. Getting around London, we need to sort out. We've got a little while, though, before that happens. I know I can get to Birmingham, but it's where we go from Birmingham. That's going to be the interesting bit. No, me, probably Southampton to Channel Islands. No, I was thinking maybe somewhere sort of White Waltham, something like that. So somewhere, if you were, you know, in London, at a plane, or Biggin Hill, somewhere, you know, somewhere where there are small aircraft, and then fly down to Jersey or Guernsey, then Jersey, and then maybe hop across to France. I'll have a look. I'll see after the stream if anyone's got any ideas. Well, I don't even know if any, because it's Father's Day tomorrow, isn't it? So I don't know if anybody's going to be around. Anywhere below Birmingham doesn't exist for us. Not far from Heathrow. White Waltham was in Flight Sim World, or the flight school, whatever it's called. That's where you started. So just a small strip where, you know, people with small planes do stable them. Because that's what you do with your plane, don't it? You stable it. Yeah, cheers to Kentish. We're around for another hour, probably. However long this takes. What EP packs have I got? I can't remember. I got a few. I bought the Class 50, didn't use it. Which I bought just for the journey. I thought I had it installed, but didn't. I got the Pacer. I got the 43, obviously. I've got the track enhancement pack. I've got the weather pack. The thumper, which is impossible to start. Sure, there's a couple of others I've got as well. It'd be quite cool along here if they simulated the waves crashing up over the tracks. That would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? It's definitely a rough old day. Thumbnail. SimHub, how are we doing? Right, 9 miles from Exeter. She must be coming up. Was it star-crossed around here? Type weather is out where I am too. Yeah, it was actually nice enough today for me to go and mow my lawn, which I've been trying to do for the last few days. But as I said, I got trapped on the sofa. Nice. Yeah, AP is certainly a good place. How's my work days been going? Tiring. What it is, I said, this is just completely, as far as a relaxing sim, this is just, you know, when I was recording content for YouTube originally, I was trying to find routes that are around 30 minutes, because that's the sort of sweet spot for YouTube. But now I want to do longer and longer routes. I'm gutted that this wasn't longer, because I just get myself into the sort of zone and get relaxed. It's all over. Yes, I was just getting myself into a routine of streaming twice a day, and now it's back to work, and busy work, which is why I said a couple of weeks time, maybe that the streaming schedule goes back to normal, Thursday to Sunday. We'll see how things go. Right, 100 coming up. But, you know, I've done the lottery like a lot of people. So, you know, if I win enough money to clear my mortgage and put some money in the bank, then I'll quit work and just carry on streaming. So I was just getting into a routine. I was almost at a point of streaming 3 times a day, which I was absolutely loving it. But that doesn't pay the bills, unfortunately. It doesn't even pay the electric bill and gas bill. Right, 6 miles to go to Exeter. It is definitely getting lighter, so that's a plus. You can hear the wind. If you're in the lottery, you should expect 24-hour streams. I would love to do a really long stream. Played SnowRun. I haven't played that since the last time I streamed it. Actually, no, tell a lie. I put it on for about half an hour at the beginning of last week. Yeah, I don't want to win millions on the lottery. You know, I'd quite happily stay in the house I've got, quite happily keep the car I've got. Just enough to pay the mortgage, clear all my bills, maybe decorate the house, redo this room, and have enough in the bank so that I can just survive. Streams keep buffering. It's your end, unfortunately, class 43. Just fine for me. I am unbuffered. Even missing your voice. Thank you, Trent. I've missed you a lot. It was brilliant. That 7-8 weeks or it was, I was streaming a couple of times a day. It did feel like I really got to know everybody, because a lot of you were in the streams every day, and it was awesome. I said the Discord community kept me company and kept me going through rough times. And yeah, it's almost a shame that I had to go back to work, really. You just reconnected to your Wi-Fi. Right, 75. Which I've got no wheel slip for currently, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it does feel strange. Although, so I'm working from home 4 days a week. So I'm only out the house all day on a Monday. Noon one's too early. I can, yeah, imagine that. Well, so during the week there'll be evenings. And tomorrow night will be afternoon. So this was going to be this afternoon. And I was going to do something else tonight. But right, 45. Yeah, it's going to take me a couple of weeks to get back into the work routine. It's going to be odd when I'm actually back in the office full time. It's quite nice just being able to, get up, pop some toast in, have the radio on, not have to iron a shirt. How often do I stream Train Sim? It was daily at one point when I wasn't working. I'm going to try and do it once a week now because I really enjoy it. Well, yeah, I'm booking a week off in September. Obviously over Christmas I'll be off for 10 days. Right, into Exeter we slide by the looks of things. Yeah, Class 43. There's weekly YouTube videos as well. Every Wednesday, Train Sim goes up on YouTube, which all the trips that I did down from Dundee all the way down will all be on YouTube, which is why this is going out in the middle of September. Dinner time, 7:15. You're working on a 800 reskin. Nice. Well, yeah, we got some people doing some Sims and stuff. Buses. We've got Sims and stuff coaches. We've got the trucks done. We've got a couple of planes done. So trains will be pretty awesome. You're busy repainting on your night, you get carried away and forget to eat. Not good. Right, we've made it to Exeter. So we've got Tiverton and then Taunton to go. Did I say I'm redesigning the logo? No. Generally January we have a change. We did that this year, didn't we? Went from blue to grey. I didn't like it, so we went back to blue, but added the rainbow. Right. Off to Tiverton. Yeah, that was... It came about as being a bit of a... Just as an idea to put a colour round... Because it was white, I think, around it. It was like, well, can't make it more colourful? And I thought, well, the rainbow's quite apt. So why not add a rainbow? And it actually looks really smart. So yes, I'm still working on the design for the hoodie. I've signed up for another company now that can do merchandise, which seems to be cheaper than Teespring. Designed by Humans, I think it's called, with a more variety of products. So we've got the mug that's out there, which is okay. I think it's a bit small personally, but I'm getting the hoodie done. Ready for the meet up in October, and possibly just looking at a t-shirt that I'd certainly wear out and about. Just a plain t-shirt, just with the Sims and Stuff logo, or just that says "Let's Go." I was thinking on it, use a little "Let's Go" that's up in the top left there, or just grab that guidebook and let's go. You could class 43, but the problem is the only time I'm in Train Sim is when I'm streaming it. And say this isn't going out till October, so September. So it'll be a while. I like the Mac. I still prefer the W900 in America, purely because of the sound. The Sims and Stuff travel mug. Yeah, the mug itself that we had through Teespring is great, but it was expensive. And literally, I was making like 60 cents, I think. Which is like, they wanted you to make like about $7. But in order to get cheaper merchandise that isn't rubbish, I'm trying to look at alternatives. So maybe people would like a, I don't know, a Sims and Stuff sticker to stick on your laptop or whatever. A coaster. You know, not many people use mouse mats anymore, so mouse mats are a bit of a thing. I think a t-shirt is always great, and a hoodie. And I'd personally wear a baseball cap that just said, you know, Noodly Boo. Sims and Stuff real life guidebook, yeah. Sims and Stuff hat for Track IR. Yeah, a baseball cap, just Sims and Stuff baseball cap. You can then put your Track IR clip on it. So yeah, not that I want to do merchandise to make money. It's not. If I could do the merch and make no money, I'd be quite happy with that. I've never been in this for the money. But, just think it'd be kind of cool just to have some stuff out there. So it's not like I'm doing it in a way to, bankroll the lifestyle. You just have an Adidas cap for Track IR currently, Chav. I just use the Pro that's always on the headphones. I've never been in it for money because I'm a secret millionaire. Yeah, okay. When I do a live stream from here for New Year's Eve, if anybody comes down, you'll certainly see that I'm not. Well, you've seen the house. pretty much, in my setup tour. Oh, you would if... Oh, yeah, you don't like headphones, do you? Living the YouTube dream. What's Track IR? This thing that makes you... By tilting my head, I can look around. It either sits onto a baseball cap, or in my case, on the side of my headphones. You have a sensor above your monitor that follows your head movement. So whenever I move my head up, I look up, move my head down, I can look down. So you don't have to use any controls, you just move your head. Works in this, works in OMSI, ETS2, X-Plane, Firm Bus, Tourist Bus. What about a car sticker that says brake, 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 brake? Does anybody use car stickers anymore? You're a millionaire and you bought them blue lights in your lounge, very expensive. There's some up in front of me as well. There's some up around to the right of my TV. I've got a shift around in my lounge. I've got some more furniture coming next Saturday. God knows where I'm going to put it. But yes, Track IR along with a wheel if you do any driving. So if you're into train sim, Track IR is, to me, it's a game changer. Because it just gives you, just frees you up because you can just look around. Including behind you. It's not cheap. It's about 190 quid. But I've had mine 3 years now, I think, and worth every single penny of that. You can get one with a Track Clip Pro, which is one I've got. So basically, it's like an antenna stuck on the side of your head, that then plugs into USB. And say there's a sensor on top of the screen that just tracks your head movement. So if you go no, 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 or there's a version that you can put on if you wear a baseball cap. You just put the little sensors on a baseball cap, and it does the same thing. He found one around 77 quid. Well, I guess that's not the Pro version then. I think the Pro is a bit more accurate. Because the LEDs on the side of my head are powered. It does make me look like an alien. But they both work brilliantly. I've used the if I've got a game on in here, and I've got stuff playing through the speakers in here, then I will stick the baseball cap on. Because with the Pro, you can use both versions. The hat one's hugely affected by light. So is my version. That's why in the summer, because there's a door directly behind me, I have to have the door closed, because otherwise light comes in from down the hall and it freaks out, which is why I've always got the window covered in this room as well to keep it dark. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's well worth it. And for me, that uses it in OMSI, in Firm Bus, Tourist Bus, Train Sim, ETS2. I struggle now if I'm in a driving game or in this, because there's times this starts up and Track IR isn't started. It's just like, it feels really odd just to have to go back to using the mouse again. It's value for money. Oh, it sure is. Yeah, someone mentioned the rail driver the other week. Again, wouldn't bother with that personally. I just use, I've got a little gaming keypad, which if you're on YouTube, go look at my setup video. You'll see the little gaming keypad I use, which just sits under my left hand. And that's just got WASD on it. So that's all you need for Train Sim. I've got a script which changes because the brakes are normally on 2 other keys on the keyboard as default on the right hand side. Haven't got those on my gaming keypad, so I've got a script that changes those keys to R and P, so they're still sat right next to my hand, so I just use a gaming keypad. use track at £49 works perfect. Now it's been supported a lot more. There's the Tobii eye tracker thing now as well, isn't there? But I think Track IR's still the leader out there, and I think it's more precise. And you can load in different profiles, so you can have a certain profile for certain games if you wanted to. You can have smooth profiles. You can have ones that won't let you, move your head up and down quite this much. So if you don't need to do that, it will actually limit you. You can actually put a profile in that will stop you moving your head up and down if you don't need that. You just need the side-to-side movement. But I've just got a smooth profile, so it does exaggerate your head movement. Yeah, the eye tracking's a bit low. I can imagine that, because certainly for me, where I'm looking at chat, it'd be thinking I'm looking right all the time. Yeah, PC gaming is the way forward. I own consoles. I've done a lot of console gaming, and I do see a huge benefit in console gaming. The problem is when people come from console to PC gaming, which we get a lot in the Discord server, and a lot of questions where people just think they can go into their local PC store, spend console money on a PC, and then think it will run everything, because that's what you're used to in console gaming. You're used to buying the console, buying the game for the console, and it works. So people that aren't used to PC gaming think that's going to be the same with the PC, and a lot of people then get disappointed, frustrated that they can't play the games that they want to play. Yeah, I'm using that as an example though, SimHub. You go out and buy an Xbox, and you buy an Xbox game, it will play on your Xbox. You go and buy a PC, and then you buy a PC game, there's no guarantee, because you've got to make sure that your PC meets the minimum specifications for the game, which a lot of people, when they're just starting out, don't know that. So someone to go and spend £300 on a really cheap PC, go and download X-Plane or whatever, and then expect to put the graphics on maximum, and then wonder why it won't play, or they can't play it. And we get a lot of that in Discord. People going, will my PC run this? Why is OMSI, why is the bus jumping up and down in OMSI? Because you're getting below 10 FPS. Your PC isn't powerful enough. Yeah, Fern Bus and Tourist Bus, although they're better now, a lot better now than they were. They're still very power hungry. I'm going to go sliding through this station again. Okay, emergency brakes. Yeah, it's right, Jaffa, but people don't know. Wow, that's all kinds of not stopping. Really? Wow. I thought I was slowing down in plenty of time. I actually thought I was braking too early at one point. And we just slide like half a mile beyond the station. That's just ridiculous. Right, I'm going to go back to it. I'm determined. going to fail me because it's going to say I haven't stopped, but, you know. That was just slide right through. Obviously, it's very exaggerated in this. Don't worry, drivers will switch ends to this. Exactly. But you don't realise, I suppose, that in real life conditions, when it is wet on the tracks and there's leaves on the line, that it's metal against metal, don't forget. They will slide. The bot won't let you, unfortunately. Well, that's the problem, Dylan. I've got a script that changes, not just for train sim, actually just changes the key commands for the default buttons. So I've got it now, whereas it's WAS and D, R and P for me, for brakes. Apart from this is single unit. But you can't reconfigure the controls in train sim. Right, we'll let them get off. Yeah, it won't let you class 43. I said the bot will stop you. Bot stops links. Yeah, it is. That's what I said. There are programs out there, because in theory, there's something out there that will let me use my throttle quadrant to use as the controls in this, but it seemed very complicated. I don't know why they won't let people just remap controls, because being able to use a joystick, or you can use joypads. I keep looking at the Logitech farm panel. When I do eventually rejiggle my room up here, I think I'm going to get one of those panels, because I think I can move my joystick forward with the button box in front of it, so joystick's still on my left hand, and then the panel would then go hanging off the desk. You could probably use joy to key, but it's an effort. Yeah, that's why. So I just got a little script, which Lawa did for me. Yeah, I love my bottom boxer, but I could. The thing is that, again, that falls just really well to my left hand, rather than being hanging off the desk. Adam, thank you very much for the follow. So unless I can mount the farm panel, the side panel a bit further up, which might be a thing, to mount it, almost mount it on the desk, so that it's a bit higher up, that could be quite cool. There's district line in train sim for free, but it needs some requirements. Yeah, a lot of stuff around Alan Thompson. What's the one I installed today? Great Western expansion. Added some stuff over to Westbury, I think. I did that today. Obviously got to subscribe to Alan Thompson. Now off to Taunton, please be aware you might have to jump because driver might overshoot again. Yeah, there's a good chance of that. You just use Xbox controller and keyboard. Yeah, I just use keyboard. Hi Adam. Yeah, my button box stuck to the bottom left of me, so next to my leg. Yeah, again, I don't want it, so I've got to bring my hand back and then down. I'd want it so that, because at the moment my arm rests on the arm of my chair and my wrist is right on the edge of my desk. So I'm just sat with the arms on the arms of the chair, which are level with the desk. One hand on the mouse on the right, one hand on the gaming keypad on the left. So I'd want to get it just to the left of that, so I couldn't have it actually hanging off the desk. So I'd have to mount it on the desk, which I'm sure would be doable. Right, uphill, 12 miles to go to Taunton, and that's our final stop. Wow, I didn't realise that. $12 miles in, that's going to be a quicker route than I thought. Damn it. Time does go quick. Well, that's what I was saying. I was trying to find a longer route, but obviously I had to get to Taunton, so we can go across to. Bring it in again. I had to get to Taunton to then go. Oh, for God's sake! Flipping would do, wouldn't you? I can't press Q when the screen when I've got the map up because it won't recognise that I'm in the game. Yeah, I had to get to Taunton, so then I could go across to Castle Carey, Westbury, up to Reading. So that's as far as I can go today. I don't want to go back up to Bristol and all the way back along. We've done that route so many times. Can't go this way because you can't get to... I can get from Newport. I know I can get from Bristol to Newport. And I know I can get from Newport to Shrewsbury. But you can't get from Shrewsbury to Birmingham or Shrewsbury to Manchester. And Manchester you can't get out of, I don't think. So there's no connection from Manchester. So it's like, so we're stuck. So we've got to go into London. And we've got to come back to Birmingham. And I just hope we haven't then got to go across... Unless we can get from Birmingham to sort of Grantham or somewhere that's on the East Coast main line. But we've done the East Coast so many times. I don't know what's available for the West Coast. Yeah, never get Dylan though with track IR. Or I just use right mouse button. Are you going to stick your coat on and you're going to wave as you pass? About 9 miles time then. And it's still raining. Yeah, again, I've just got to plan it. I know for the next one I've got to buy it. Which I'll have to have a look at that in time for the next stream. So the next stream will be carrying on from Taunton. So I've got to purchase it before then. And that gets me to Reading. I know Reading from London we can do. Around London. So I'm fine up until I get to Birmingham. So it's what happens from Birmingham. But that's going to be, what, one trip to Reading, I'm guessing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 weeks yet before we get to Birmingham. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully by the time we get to Birmingham, it'll be November. So, we might be in Scotland for Christmas. For those people on YouTube. Looking nice out there. I suppose they weren't far off by saying this was a 110-minute scenario. What's the route today? Plymouth to Taunton, and we're 7 miles from Taunton. Merry Christmas if you're watching this video then. Yeah, indeed. We went through this last time, didn't we? Saying that people could be watching it at any time of the year. So yeah, some route planning needed. So if I had a route that I could have done now to get me to... I don't think I have. I installed that line today. I don't think that there was anything there that went from Taunton. If there was, I could have carried on from Taunton towards Westbury or Castle Carey, but there isn't anything, I don't think. Yeah, it's the Southwestern Expressways is the one that I need. And the one I've got today, I think, was the Railways of Devon and Cornwall. I'm just flicking through it now to see. It doesn't really say where they're going to or from. I don't think there's anything from Taunton. Go back to Totnes and do OMSI buses to the West Country. Looking nice now. Probably nicer screenshot. It looked like it stopped raining then. That noise. So it looks like, unfortunately, then we'll have to finish in Taunton. I realised how relaxing this was going to be and enjoyable. Otherwise, I would have bought the route earlier. Oh man, just do a random route. Well, this, again, from the YouTube point of view, this is going to end in Totnes, isn't it? I can't just chuck in another. Well, I could, I suppose. Well, no, because my whole roaming train driver thing wouldn't work then. I'll have to do something from. I'll have a look at the route. I don't think I've got anything from Taunton in that thing I downloaded. Oh, double yellows. Don't end. I don't want to have the offline screen. Edit. No, doesn't compute. Yeah, cheers, class 43. I'll stop and start the stream then. Chris, 3 months, thank you very much. Oh, I'm going to be able to stop in time. You think you're at the 50 marker? Okay. I can actually set my Twitch up so that it will just play videos when I'm offline. But I've never been bothered to do it. And there's no one else I like on Twitch that I would want to host. Sim Hub, thank you very much. We'll have a look. When I get into Taunton, I don't think any of those routes I got today leave Taunton. Oh, we're going to slide on through again, aren't we? I don't watch anyone on Twitch. That's why. Oh, come on. Well, it did say it'd be difficult. I'd give it that. Oh, come on. Let's get some of the train on the platform. Bad luck. You'd not complete the scenario successfully. Well, that was disappointing. I pretty much slid. Wheel slippage was 12.6% of the time. Wow. In proper use of horn. I was horny once. Improperly. Let me have a quick look then before we end to see if there is anything I've got from here. Railways Devon and Cornwall. And what to Manchester, London, Plymouth to Paddington, Plymouth to Gunners Lake. Exeter Davis to Waterloo, London Paddington, Plymouth, Par to Exeter, Luton Abbott, Leeds to Plymouth, a New Dawn, Tiverton Parkway and Plymouth. So sprint, stopping HS. There's not a lot of information on some of these. Penzance to Exeter. It doesn't say. There's a lot of lines, but I don't think there's anything going. I think it's all further down. So I got nothing going from Taunton. No, completely not. Pineapple. This is a route from Reading to London Waterloo. Yeah, we wouldn't come into Waterloo, would it? It'd come into Paddington. So there we go. So we will end there, unfortunately, because I can't get from Taunton. So yes, the plan is, again, is we've now got as far as here, as far as Taunton. And we're making our way back up to Scotland, basically. Then so the next plan is on the next stream/video, fortunately it's on YouTube, is we're going to go to Castle Carey, Westbury, across to Reading. Should be able to do that in one trip, I think. And after that it'll be Reading into London, around London, up to Birmingham, and then from Birmingham, no idea where we're going to be headed. So somewhere north from that. You can get from Reading to Waterloo on train in real life on South Western Railway. Oh, okay. So yes, shame that journey wasn't longer, but Taunton was the place we had to get to, and that's as long as it took, with lots of sliding. So if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Oh, that was words. Hit the subscribe button that said Train Sim going out on the channel every single Wednesday. OMSI on a Monday, Fernbus on a Friday. Every other Saturday is flight. Currently, the opposite, which it might not be by the time this goes out. The opposite Saturday is tourist bus, which that might not be. Anyway, yeah, there's some videos. Yes, so do hit subscribe for plenty more content. Is it flight tomorrow? Yes. It might be me. I don't know who else is joining. But yeah, possibly going down to the Channel Islands tomorrow, and then across to France. So that'll be quite easy. A little 172 or something, or a little something in a plane. So there we go. It does seem to be quite early to finish, but okay. So there we go. Yes, for those watching live, thank you very much to SimHub for cheering, to Chris for subscribing, for Adam for following, Undertaker for gifting 10 subs. That's pretty awesome, Undertaker. Just Branko for subscribing, Class 43 for following, and CJ Transport raided me apparently. Didn't see that, but thank you very much. And yes, Jaffa, enjoy work tomorrow. Catch you Monday. And yeah, something with wings and engine. Well, there could be a glider. I need help as the offline screen is now my friend. I could just make a Hello Trent offline screen, couldn't I? But there we go. So yes, there will do some longer streams over the coming weeks. I'll get myself back into a work/stream routine. So yes, a little bit short this one, but we will do some longer stuff and plenty of streams coming up this week. So normal service will be resumed. So thanks for chatting, everybody. Catch you tomorrow afternoon for some flying. Enjoy the rest of your night, and if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.